Good morning students, it's me Sudarshan sir. Today we are going to deal with computer science. Okay. 7th unit book back we are going to write. Okay. Everyone open page number 99. Okay. First choose the correct answer. The variable book dollar can store option C both numbers and text. The command len is used to count the number of characters. I hope you have gone through all the videos which I have sent. Okay. Third one, a mistake in a program is called a bug. Fill in the blanks. For every for command in a QBasic program, there must be a dash command. Next, if for command is there, next command should be there. Next you should write in capital NEXT, everything in capital. Okay. The command print len of waiter will print dash on the screen. 6. WAITER, 6 letters. 6. Variable dollar. VAR dollar means variable dollar, where dollar is a dash variable, whereas vars is dash variable, where dollar means string variable. Simply vars means numeric variable. String spelling STRING. These things are all small letter only. Okay. STRING string. Numeric. NUMERIC numeric. Fourth one. To find and fix errors in a program. To find and fix errors in a program is called dash the program. Debugging. DEBUGGING. DEBUGGING, debugging. Okay. Make sure you're writing the correct spelling. If you didn't hear clearly, just backward the video and then listen once again carefully and write it. Okay. State whether true or false. First one, there cannot be any command between the for and the next command. False. Second one, a QBasic program must have an end statement. False. Without end statement itself, it will execute the program, but we should write the end statement, but it is not 100% compulsory. Even if you didn't write, the program will be executed. But must, the word you see, must means false. Okay. Now we'll go for question and answer. How can you use the for next command to make the computer wait for some time? What will you do if you have to increase the waiting time? Okay. See, for fourth question, it is written page number 91, 92. But you just write 91 alone. Don't write 92. Page number is 91. Okay. For fourth question, the page number is 91. In 91, I will show you a program, one small program that you will be writing. And below the program, for this question, what will you do if you have to increase the waiting time? This is another question. In fourth itself, 2 questions they have asked, right? For this second question, you will be writing near the program itself. Okay. So mark the page number 91 alone. Now open page number 91. In page number 91, mark this fully. From making the computer wait, from here, from the making the computer till end. This is a program, and here you have to write one thing that I will show you. You see and write. Okay. Here in this space you should write. Okay. To increase the waiting time, you have to increase the count value. That's all. To increase the waiting time, you have to increase the count value. Okay. If you want to increase this count value, only then the computer will wait for certain time. Okay, that's all. We'll go for the next question. Question number 5. Explain the difference between a string variable and numerical variable. String variable and numeric variable. Okay, this difference we'll see. Open page number 93, 94. In page number 93, you should mark from rem here, rem. From here you should mark. From here, this program you should write. In this program only, you will be finding what is length and what is word count, which is nothing but what is string variable and what is numerical variable. In this program only you will be finding. So you have to write this program, and below that these two bulleted points you should write. Okay. See here word dollar is used, right? So that is string variable. If a dollar symbol is used with any word, it represents string. Okay. Word dollar, which stores the word, it is a variable that can store either words or numbers. If the string symbol is used, you can store either number or a value in this. Okay. It is a variable that can store either words or numbers, and hence the dollar sign is put in front of it. Such as variable is known as string variable. Okay. Hence a dollar sign is put in front of it. Front means not this front, in this front. Okay. You can think back also, but it is generally it is set as front of it. Okay. Front of it. Okay. Next. Length. Print length. This length. Length, which is numeric value and stores only number. In length only number is stored. Let length. In this length only number is stored, equal to len word dollar. In this word dollar both the number name is stored. Okay. It is not necessary to write this word only. You can give your name also. For example, Suresh dollar means in that Suresh dollar word and numbers can be stored. For example, instead of length it is not necessary to give length alone. For example, mouse. Let mouse is equal to means in this mouse you can store only numbers. Okay. That's all, students. That's all. This question is over. So what you have to write from rem to this end, and then these two bulleted points from word to the numbers. Next bulleted point numbers. Okay. These things are the answer for question number 5. Okay. We'll go for question number 6. How is the ink key dollar command different from input command? How ink key dollar command different from input command? Page number. For this question, the answer is in the page number 97. Ink key dollar's answer is in the page number 97, but this input command's answer is in before unit, not in this unit. Before unit only they have explained it, 74 in page number, but no need. We will write nearby itself. We will write it is just one line answer. Near in the page number 6, near this ink, after explaining this ink key dollar, nearby that itself we will write about this input command. Okay. Now everyone open page number 97. In page number 97, last para you see, ink key dollar checks to see if the user has pressed a key and enables the program to take necessary action when a key is pressed. That's all. Ink key dollar will check whether any key is pressed. If key is pressed, it will take action. That's all. So from ink key dollar till key is pressed. Okay. This is for 6th question, point number 1. So point number 2, you should write down itself. You write. Okay. That I will show you, see and write. This is point number 2. Input command is used to receive input from the user. That's all. That is the nature of input command. Input command will receive input from the user, but ink dollar command will check whether the user has pressed the key. Input command will receive the input. It will ask for input. After it asks for input, what the user will do? He will press a key. So this ink key dollar, what it will do? It will check whether the key is pressed. That's all. This is the difference between ink key dollar and input command. Okay, that's all, students. Your book bag for this chapter is over, and you have one more QBasic chapter. I know QBasic chapter will be little bit complicated. If the school reopens, we'll see. Practically we'll work and see. Anyway, follow all the YouTube videos, practical videos which I send you. That will help you. Okay, students, that's all. And your homework is read chapter 7 book bag. And what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to take picture of this book bag exercise, whatever you have written, and send in the group. Make sure you're writing the spellings correctly and also handwriting neatly. That is so important. Okay, students, if you're not sure with the spellings, just backward the video and make sure you're writing the correct spelling. That's all students. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.